At the stroke of midnight, the world as we knew it began to unravel. On a day like any other, NASA's monitoring centers buzzed with the anticipatory calm typical before a space mission. Astronomers peered into the depths of the night sky, searching for signatures of cosmic activity. But this was different. Something unprecedented was unfolding. A routine scan, a blip at first, soon resolved into a haunting certainty. The telescope arrays picked up a signal unlike any other. Its cadence, its mathematical sequence, its eerie echo whispered of intelligence greater, older, and infinitely more advanced than anything humanity had yet encountered. The panic didn't begin with chaos, but with quiet, chilling realization, the arrival of 3I Atlas. It started subtly. NASA noticed unexplained fluctuations in deep space radar readings. Monitoring satellites that once moved in predictable ballet began behaving erratically. Data streams flickered and faded, and algorithms flagged something that seemed impossible. ComSat operatives scrambled to run diagnostics, fearing system failures or cyber intrusions. But soon, reports converged from unrelated observatories across the globe. The same anomaly, the same cosmic tremor in data logs, the name whispered among scientists, 3I Atlas. Pronounced 3I Atlas, this was no ordinary asteroid, not a stray comet, nor a familiar echo of celestial mechanics. It appeared in the void precisely where its presence would trigger the greatest alarm. Its velocity shattered expectations, its course unbound by known physics. Most chilling of all was the signal, a packet of information riding along quantum streams, encoded in ways no encryption protocol on Earth could decipher. What did it want? Was this the beginning of contact or catastrophe? Eyes widened across the control desks at NASA as news networks caught wind of the interstellar visitor, but the true terror lay deeper, in the silent calculations of orbital mechanics, NASA's night of panic. As the hours passed, NASA's panic swelled not with hysteria, but with silent dread. Room temperature fell as the cold reality seeped into every corner. The director convened emergency meetings, calls routed straight to Pentagon officials. "You're telling me this isn't natural?" an official asked. The response came with shaking breath. "It's not even within our models." 3I Atlas was not approaching in a conventional path. Intercept vectors fluctuated as if the object could defy gravitational pull. Its energy readings spiked above anything previously recorded in the solar system. But what terrified engineers most was the way 3I Atlas manipulated its own trajectory. Through space, through time, through the unseen fabric itself. Data scientists calculated arrival estimates every hour, each time revising the timeline closer. Panic wasn't just in the numbers. It was in the realization that this intelligence was aware of being observed. Human limitations. Tradition governed the rhythm of crisis, the tapping of keyboards, the flurry of satellite uplinks, engineers murmuring acronyms older than themselves. But 3I Atlas rendered these protocols obsolete. Systems failed to keep up. Automated alarms only told part of the story, and the greatest minds at NASA struggled against the boundaries of their own understanding. Years of physics crumbled before the arrival of something or someone that operated beyond comprehension. The debate swirled. Was it alien technology, cosmic artifact, or an interstellar warning device? Government officials, always wary of public disclosure, issued vague statements about national security, but inside the agency, the question pulsed like electricity. Had humanity just become prey? Technological erosion. As NASA tracked the trajectory, troubling reports accumulated from technology sectors worldwide. Communication satellites, once reliable, began losing synchronization. Monitoring equipment registered sudden, inexplicable losses. Entire arrays went dark, not malfunctioning, but erased, like lines wiped from a blackboard. Space telescopes vanished from orbit, leaving no debris behind. The International Space Station, pride of human engineering, went completely silent. The message was clear. Technology that could observe 3I Atlas or interfere with its path was being systematically removed. This was more than sabotage or cosmic accident. It was administrative erasure, executed with almost surgical precision. Engineers forgot schematics they'd studied for years. Servers lost their archives, hard drives spinning with nothing but empty sectors. NASA's brightest minds assembled, powerless, desperate, and haunted by the knowledge that something was intentionally rewriting reality. Doom approaches. Every effort to decode 3I Atlas's signal ended in frustration. Translators worked day and night, parsing quantum patterns, fractal codes, linguistic anomalies. The signals pushed the boundaries of human mathematics, hinting at dimensions and consciousness far above terrestrial existence. The signal changed too, pulsing with increasing urgency as the visitor drew closer. NASA's crisis teams imagined every possible scenario. Would Earth be obliterated by cosmic impact or worse, subjugated under incomprehensible authority? When data streams revealed that 3I Atlas was broadcasting into deep space, inviting unknown entities toward Earth, despair settled like a pall, consciousness of doom. It was not only Earth's physical existence at risk, it became clear that 3I Atlas was manipulating consciousness itself. NASA's PSI research teams tracked spikes in human neurological patterns, mass dreams of alien landscapes, shared visions of cosmic architectures. Children spoke in riddles, drawing diagrams that mapped higher dimensions no adult could comprehend. The doom wasn't a fiery cataclysm. It was psychological, existential, an erasure of the certainty at the heart of human civilization. What did it mean to be human if the universe itself regarded our collective awareness as raw material for experimentation? NASA's emotional support protocols, once reserved for astronauts and disaster teams, now stretched to cover an entire agency paralyzed by the knowledge of incoming doom. Arrival protocols. The countdown accelerated. 3I Atlas expanded exponentially as it approached, unfolding geometric structures that bent the rules of physics in open defiance of human understanding. NASA's command center received the final error logs. Every attempt to observe, communicate, or counter 3I Atlas ended in system failure. Gravitational waves, impossible particles, and broadcasts from every radio telescope on Earth announced its arrival. NASA's senior advisor addressed staff for what might be the last time. We are witnessing the end of our technological age. Survival will hinge not on our tools, but our adaptability, our willingness to let go of control. Silence followed. A single message from 3I Atlas flickered across disabled screens. Your time is ending. Humanity's verdict. What do you do when the universe hands down its verdict? Panic receded, replaced by resignation. NASA, designed to push boundaries, now confronted its own obsolescence. Cosmic quarantine protocols were not threats, they were the new reality. Expansion beyond Earth would be prevented. Technology would regress to levels appropriate for managed species. Individual consciousness might escape, but only if it transcended human limitations. In underground bunkers, scientists huddled together, not for defense, but for solidarity. They documented dreams, moments of intuition, flashes of unity with something greater. Maybe the only way out was through wisdom, compassion, and a final surrender to cosmic design, dimensional construction. As the final day approached, NASA's remaining instruments captured breathtaking phenomena. Space around 3I Atlas folded, geometric architecture materialized, and gravitational fields spiked, tugging at planetary rotation itself. Surveillance showed structures expanding in 11 dimensions, casting shadows humans could only glimpse as surreal distortions. Harvard and NASA's greatest physicists watched as reality itself shifted, their models crashing under the weight of unfamiliar mathematics. Dr. Sarah Chen, Deep Space Director, gazed at the patterns, whispering, "What if everything we call impossible is just technology we haven't discovered yet?" That question haunted every survivor of the crisis. Individual fate. Through all the panic, the human drama became personal. Families of NASA employees found themselves targeted for psychological adaptation. Children in scientist households abandoned sleep, processed cosmic data, and spoke in languages their parents could not parse. Emotional bonds strained, and love survived only in expressions of concern, protection, and longing for understanding. Some prepared for transcendence, documenting dreams and moments of cosmic clarity, hoping their consciousness would qualify for advancement. Most prepared to live as minor participants, clinging to communal wisdom and friendship in the face of overwhelming cosmic indifference. The new cosmic order. As the clock struck 0, 3i Atlas unfolded its final form, an infrastructure hub in the void, coordinates beaming outbound in every direction. Arrival schedules pulsed in the night sky. Beings from 17 civilizations began to converge, each assigned a region of Earth for research, management, or population control. The concept of human government vanished, replaced by species integration centers and consciousness management frameworks. NASA, once Earth's link to destiny among the stars, became a footnote. Its remaining experts converted to interface specialists, their task to explain cosmic management to a population that barely understood the nature of its own reality. Contemplation. The true doom, as NASA's survivors understood, was not extinction but irrelevance. Earth would continue, managed, standardized, and surveyed long after human civilization faded into memory. Individual humans might transcend, but only by embracing wisdom that dissolved ego, competition, and division. Shadows flickered across abandoned control rooms. Old monitors, rebooted one last time, flickered to static. My granddaughter asked, "Grandpa, will they ever let us go if we're wise enough?" I didn't have the answer. But in the silence, the only hope was to document, adapt, and accept that our future was no longer ours to control. Conclusion. 3i Atlas did not bring destruction as humans imagined, but it ended humanity's autonomy forever. NASA's panic was a testament not to fear, but to recognition of our limitations. The cosmic verdict forced a reckoning. Progress is not measured by technology, but by wisdom. The only question left now is, can we evolve, not as engineers, but as conscious beings worthy of the stars? Document your dreams. Embrace the change. Learn to thrive under cosmic management. Because resistance is pointless. The doom approaches not with violence, but with transformation. Not with fire, but with a verdict echoing through the empty corridors of humanity's greatest achievements. Are you ready for the new order of existence? The universe watched, and humanity blinked.